Within Guardian, there are two primary ways in which Revit end users interact with Guardian. One is user commands, and the second is custom interactions. For this video, we are going to be focused on user commands. In future videos, we will go into much more detail for project and company administrators on setting up user command features. User commands provide Revit end users with communications about a company's best practices or standards associated with specific Revit commands. Under user commands, there are two primary protection modes for each Revit command in which the Revit end user will interact with. The first is guide, where the user will receive what is called a command message. To proceed with the Revit command, the user will enter a comment to proceed to execute the Revit command after reading the command message. Please note that Guardian is not preventing the Revit command from being executed, but providing the user communications on the company's best practices or standards. The second protection mode is prevent. The user will again receive a command message, and the user will have to enter a comment and provide a password in order to proceed with that Revit command. Revit commands that are set to prevent are typically commands that should only be executed by the Guardian project administrator. To demonstrate the guide mode, the grid line command is going to be started. As the grid line command is executed, the command message is displayed, providing critical information about best practices associated with placing grids. Guardian provides information about who is responsible for maintaining grids in the project and also provides links to the Autodesk providing help articles about placing grids. For the Revit end users to proceed, they would have to enter a comment if required. The comment box will show if a comment is optional or required. It is good practice to enter a comment of why one may need to perform a certain command. For some guide-protected user commands, a command frequency is available. In this case, the user could select the frequency that best suits them for being reminded with command messages. If the user were to select Next Session, the command message for creating a new grid will be suppressed until the next Revit session, or 3 days or 7 days, depending on the selection. By simply hitting OK, the user can proceed in placing the grid. As demonstrated with the command frequency, users can proceed to add another grid without the command message displaying. From the site plan, the prevent mode will be demonstrated by selecting the inserted CAD file and proceeding to select the Explode CAD Revit command. As seen, the user receives the command message saying that the Explode CAD file Revit command has been prevented. Again, the command message provides best practices associated with the Revit command, but also provides a little humor along the way. For the Revit end user to proceed to execute a user command set to prevent, one would have to enter a comment, if required, and enter the provided password. The command frequency is not available for user commands set to prevent. The protection mode for each user command and the associated command message is set by the company administrator to be adopted by each project. Projects can be customized by the project administrator to refine the user command settings on a command-by-command basis as needed.